Can you hear me okay? Oh yeah. All right. Well, thank you for joining us this morning. I'm Anne Arundel County Executive Steuart Pittman, and I am out here in Linthicum, Maryland, the northern end of the county at Anne Arundel Workforce Development Corporation offices. And the reason we are here is that we know that on September 4th, unemployment insurance that has been the pandemic programs are going to be ending. And for those who aren't familiar, that's the unemployment insurance that was added during the pandemic to help folks who would not otherwise have been eligible and to add additional support during the pandemic. They're the gig workers and self-employed program. That assistance will be ending. There's the $300 supplemental, weekly supplemental for people who would otherwise be on unemployment to increase the amount. There's the extension of unemployment benefits for folks whose unemployment would have expired. And, you know, there's two ways of looking at this. One is it's a challenge and a crisis maybe for people who are depending on that assistance, but the other is that it's an opportunity. And I actually believe that the timing is pretty good, that there is really probably never been a better time to re-enter the workforce, particularly in Anne Arundel County. And that's because kids will be going back to school in person every single day. Hallelujah for those of us who have kids. So that'll be happening soon. We have child care assistance programs that we did not have before. And we have really created, in Anne Arundel County at Workforce Development, a robust menu of programs to help folks. And we're going to be talking about some of that. We've actually launched a brand new website today at aawdc.org/reemployment. I believe that's right. I checked it this morning and it's up, and it's really quite impressive. You can just fill out a form, interest form, and they'll get back to you. And the great thing is that we have not only training programs and access to them. Community college is actually, Anne Arundel Community College is actually housed right here at these offices, so people can have direct access. But we have career coaches, and we'll talk a little about how that all works in a moment to help people figure out not only where they can get a job, but how they can start a career that's going to put them on the path that's right for them. But at the same time, it's really an applicant's market. And we had a round table. Actually, we teamed up with Howard County and had a round table about recovery in the hospitality industry recently, and heard from restaurant owners and retail owners and hotel owners about their challenges hiring and what they're doing to try to get more people in the door. And that means wages are up and benefits are up. And promotions are happening in places they might not have been before because businesses are trying to figure out how to best utilize their workforce. So it's an exciting time to be looking for work. And I would just want to encourage everybody to connect with the services here. We have, in Anne Arundel County, 20,000 jobs that were listed over the last 30 days. And we estimate that we have, according to the federal government, about 17,000 unemployed people in the county. So that means we got enough jobs to go around if we can just connect the right people with the right jobs and provide the right training. I just want to say something about the general time that we're in before I turn it over to Kirk Murray here from Economic Development. You know, we announced last week that masks must be worn in county facilities regardless of vaccination status, and we announced a requirement that county employees be vaccinated or be tested each week. COVID rates are up, and the Delta variant is pretty scary for folks. And it's easy to just feel, I have felt, I think, around the county a bit of a cloud over everything. That, wow, we aren't done with this yet, and here we are, and it seems like it's even getting worse. But when you think about it in the county, where 70% of our residents who are eligible for a vaccine, 12 and over, have had at least one shot, I believe that because of the Delta variant and what we've been reading about it, that more people will get vaccinated. So maybe we can add another 15% onto that to get us at about 85%. Those who choose not to get vaccinated, as the governor said the other day, most likely will get infected because the Delta variant is very contagious. and then there will be some antibodies out there as a result of that. And we could actually be reaching that thing that they don't talk about that much anymore, which is herd immunity. And so it may be that our fall and winter aren't so bad after all, and that we're still on the path to recovery. I know that we're on the path to recovery, and a very important part of this is getting folks back to work. So I am going to turn it over next to Kirk Murray, who's the CEO of Arundel Workforce Development Corporation, talk a little bit more about the fantastic programs that we have to help people get back to work.
Good morning, everyone. My name is Kirk Murray, President and CEO of Arundel Workforce Development Corporation. Thank you, Mr. County Exec. Arundel Workforce Development Corporation and the partners of the Workforce Development System are here to help county residents and county businesses to recover from this pandemic. We are the front line in this recovery. For county residents who are looking for work, we are here for you. If you're just looking to connect to employment and go straight back to work, we ask that you take advantage of some of our services that we have. First, we ask that you connect with us on social media and follow us at Facebook at AA Workforce or at AA County Hot Jobs. You can also follow us on Twitter at AAWDC. We also ask that you attend some of our upcoming hiring events. We have a multi-business hiring event right here at our Linthicum Heights location on August the 12th. We have another one on August the 17th at our Community Career Connection location at the Stanton Center in Annapolis. And then we have a healthcare-focused hiring event back up here at our Linthicum office on August the 26th. We also ask that county residents that are looking for assistance in getting back into the workforce to come into one of our Community Career Connection locations throughout the county, or come here to our county main career center here at Linthicum Heights. To find a list of all of our locations, please go to aawdc.org/centers. We also know that many of our county residents, this is the first time that they've had to look for work, or they want to improve their job search skills. So we encourage them to attend our workshops that we offer through here at our main career center and at our Community Career Connection locations. These workshops will provide techniques on how to make your resume stand out. It will give you the confidence when you're interviewing with your next employer, and also provide those essential skills that businesses are looking for. To learn more about these workshops and to sign up for these workshops, please visit aawdc.org/reemployment. We know that many county residents are looking to transition into new industries after this pandemic. So we encourage them to come into our our community connection locations, or come here to our career center and work directly with our highly skilled, highly passionate career coaches. They can help individuals to identify what careers they're interested in, where their strengths are, and where their passions are. And for those that are looking to increase their skills or need quick certifications like project management or IT certifications, our staff can help them get connected to that, and we can use funding to support that, and it will be at no cost to job seekers. If you're looking to advance in your career and look for new opportunities, you can also come and work with our career coach, and they can help you get on that path to advance in your career. Also, AWDC is working closely with a lot of our businesses in what we call our HITCH industries. It stands for healthcare, IT, transportation, and construction. These are the high growth industries here in the county. We partner with many businesses here to help prepare a workforce that they need. So we're offering training. Again, this training is at no cost to individuals. And some of the trainings that we have upcoming will be in CNA, GNA for healthcare, CDL in the transportation, IT fundamentals, and some of the advanced IT certifications. And construction, we are working with ABC and some of our union partners to do pre-construction apprenticeship training and a lot more. We also encourage our county residents to take advantage at the trainings that Anne Arundel Community College offers. They have scholarships for individuals who are looking to go into occupational training. You can find more about that at their website at Anne Arundel County Community College, aacc.edu. We're here to make sure that we're here to fulfill the county exec's vision and mission and slogan that Anne Arundel County is the best place for all, by making sure that all Anne Arundel County residents have the opportunity and the resources to get back into the workforce and to advance in their career and meet their full career potential. Now, for our business partners, we're here for you too. We want to make sure that you're successful in getting the talented workforce that you need to recover from this pandemic and continue to grow and thrive here in Anne Arundel County. So many of you all are looking for open positions. As the county exec mentioned, in the last 30 days, there was over 20,000 job openings here in the county. So for our business partners, we can help you attract, retain, upskill the workforce you need for your recovery. Our business solutions team is here to help you. We can offer the following services. We have a dedicated recruiter here on site that can help you source candidates for your positions. This is at no cost to you. This will save you time and money to make sure you are getting the right candidate. You can also attend some of our multi-business hiring events that I was talking about a few minutes ago, that we have here at our Lithicum Heights location or throughout the county. We can also do a customized recruitment for you. If you are looking to hire people, we can do recruitments here at our center or at your location. For those of you all, for businesses who are looking to upskill their existing workforce to help with this recovery, or if you have identified candidates that you want to hire and they are missing a little bit of the skills that you are requiring, we can work with you and offer you a grant that could pay up to 50% of the cost to upskill your existing workforce or to train some of your new workforce. So we're here, the Anne Arundel Workforce Development Corporation, along with our partners at the Maryland Department of Labor, Anne Arundel Community College, and Maryland Division of Rehabilitative Services, and all of the partners of the public workforce system. We're here to make sure that Anne Arundel County leads the state in recovery. So thank you, Mr. County Exec. Thank you very much for coming up here, and thank you for all your support of AAWDC.
And that hitch, we don't have somebody from each letter, but we do have somebody from the H, which is Brian Lynch, Healthcare, and Baltimore Washington Medical Center. Going to talk about well, he's going to tell you that they got jobs, I hope.
Yes, I will. Thank you, and good morning. So it's an honor to be here on behalf of Baltimore Washington Medical Center, as well as the University of Maryland Medical System. First of all, my name is Brian Lynch. I'm the Vice President of Human Resources at Baltimore Washington Medical Center. I first want to thank Mr. County Executive not only for your support and encouragement, but for your advocacy around workforce development. I also want to thank Kirk, certainly for your leadership around the Anne Arundel Workforce Development Corporation, and certainly the great work underway. It is certainly a privilege to be affiliated and partnering with this great work. At Baltimore Washington Medical Center and throughout the entire University of Maryland Medical System, we are thrilled to be an anchor institution and humbled that we are privileged to serve the patients throughout the region. We have more than 3,500 team members at UMBWMC, all of which that provide exceptional, high-quality health care to the communities that we serve. Last year alone, we hired over 800 team members, and we continue to have employment opportunities throughout the organization. We continue to have jobs throughout nursing, our patient care technicians, housekeeping, maintenance, nutrition, and many, many more. Our extensive benefits, including tuition reimbursement, have paved the way for growth opportunities for our team members. We have a strong track record of promoting talented staff from within. We actually pride ourselves on that. I'd like to thank Troy, one of our managers in talent acquisition, and the entire TA team who support and partner with these hard-to-fill and other positions throughout the system. But I also want to make sure that we recognize all of the work that they've done really filling these vacancies throughout the state of Maryland. We look forward to continuing our partnership with Anne Arundel Workforce Development Corporation, who's done a great job preparing candidates and helping to identify opportunities throughout the area. Navigating the career market and the whole search process can be at times quite challenging. We know that. Having the support from the Workforce Development Corporation is a great resource to both of our applicants as well as our hiring managers. We're also looking forward, as Kirk said, to the healthcare hiring event coming up on August 26th here at the Career Center from 10 to 2. We're excited to see more candidates join our team, and we thank the county executive again for his tremendous support of workforce development. Thank you.
Right, I guess this is C under construction. Reliable contracting. We have here one of the great companies in Anne Arundel County, family-owned company, builds the infrastructure that we need to have more of. So we have Patricia Baldwin here talking about their company's needs and what they offer.
I first want to also thank, I'm a little shorter. I'd first like to thank Anne Arundel Workforce Development also. We've been partnering with them for many years. They have filled several of our positions, and then they've been also a great supporter of our industry, hosting the job fairs for all of us in the industry. Yes, we've been steadily hiring this year. We still are in need of truck drivers. That seems to be an ongoing need. We, as Mr. Pittman said, we've been in the county for many years, actually over 90 years. We've been fortunate that many of our employees have been with us for 15, 20, 25 years. So we see this need of ours growing as they've determined they're retiring, and we're having more and more. So I see more opportunities coming forward. But in the meantime, right now, we are looking for mechanics, all kinds of mechanics. We need them for heavy equipment. We need them for trucks. And we even need a mechanic in our small tools division. We also, 2 of those positions are open for our entry-level positions. We will train someone who's got experience in automobiles to come and learn to be the mechanic for one of those larger pieces of equipment. We also are always in need of equipment operators, and we have a few openings for that as well. And I mentioned the truck drivers. So I thank you for this opportunity, and thank you again.
Finally, we have Keon Francis, who I'm going to connect to Patricia Baldwin afterwards, because I understand Keon just got his CDL license and has benefited from the programs here. So tell us about your experience, Keon.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Keon Francis, and first I'd like to thank everybody here that worked diligently and was successful in my progress and my accomplishments. Keon Francis, Francis. And and also I want to thank my Tracy Brooks. That's one of the people that helped assist me. I want to thank Ms. Ellen Brett, my case manager. I'd like to thank my career specialist / career coach, which is Ms. Sarah Ironman. And they really helped me in this new world that I was introduced to. Because like everybody else, I lost my job during the COVID crisis, and I didn't know where to go at. It's a new world, pandemic, you can't leave the house, so it's hard to adapt. And I didn't know about a few things, so I had to make some adjustments. In the midst of making the adjustment, a friend told me about this program and told me about, things I could get into. So I started exploring things, and I spoke to Ms. Brett, and she pretty much helped guide me because I didn't know where to go. I didn't know where to go. I didn't know what career to go to. I didn't know what the change was. It was just so much going on. It's overwhelming. So Ms. Brett helped direct me to something that fit my personality, fit my character. And when she did that, she helped propel me to my career I have now. And then after that, I had to actually do the thing, which is take the course. And what helped me through that was my career specialist. And as I was testing and doing the walk-around test, and I was doing all the other things that come along with being a CDL driver, I was overwhelmed again. Again, it's a new world. You got to do things from behind the computer. There's no hands-on anymore. So, again, my career coach, Ms. Sarah Ironman, she was there encouraging me, trying to get me through. And I'm here today as a product of Anne Arundel County Workforce Development. And I'm pretty much, when they told me they needed me to speak, I'm here to tell everybody that's out here looking for a job, looking for opportunities, here for you. These people talk about like work, they work tirelessly. I send emails at 1 in the morning. Somehow they get it. From there, I see sent by iPhone. Next thing I get respond back. And I feel part of a family. I feel like everything was here for me. All I had to do was just reach out. And they're here. They're here, pretty much. I went to a few career pop-up interviews, and I spoke to a few people, and I really felt like I was back in tune with the world. In this new world we live in, you lose touch. And you lose touch with, what you used to do, interview process. You kind of get comfortable at home and start to get complacent. But again, opportunities out here for you. If you feel lost, they're here for you. You got everything you need to succeed. Career specialists, you got coaches. They were my therapists. I asked them about health questions. I asked them about anything. I asked them about car insurance. Like I asked them about what's the new strategy for this and how you gonna do this. And they was like Google. Oh, they was pretty much like Google. I asked them a question, they answered. So I thank you all for coming here today. I like to reinforce the idea that, man, these people right here, they're here for us. You want to get back into the world? You want to find where you should be at, your new place? They're here. I thank you all for letting me speak, and have a great day.
Yeah, what specific job do you do?
Oh, I'm a CDL driver, and I went and got my tanker endorsement, and I went and got my doubles and triples. And
So you're driving now for who?
no, I got an interview with Western Express as of next week. It's a week-long orientation, so I had to make time in my life to actually section out, and they helped me with that too. So, again, it's here for you. And Western Express pretty much told me I was overwhelmed by calls at one point because so many calls coming at me, and then you got Miss Brent, she finding opportunities for me. Then you got Miss Ironman, she found opportunities for me, and then next you know it, you got so many emails in your thing, you just like which one to choose from. But again, you have your choice. There's no reason why today in 2021 you can't find your way. Everybody's here for you. No, I did not. At first, I was going to get my forklift certification and do other things like that to try to get in the industry. I really had no experience in. I was in hospitality at first, and Ms. Brett pretty much, asked me some career questions. They asked me some personality questions. Then she pretty much gave me some options, and she pretty much told me, like, this will probably fit you. I didn't know the truck was that big. That truck is big. When you're moving that truck around, that truck is huge. I'm talking about like everything around you looks smaller. That truck is huge, but again, I was overwhelmed, and then I even to the point where I failed the first test. I had to take the test again, and they walked me through it. Pretty much told me, man, just relax. She even told me herself she bad at testing. Once I heard that, so I ain't the only one bad at testing. That's good then.
Well, congrats. I've heard it's a very complicated process.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. The walk around, the maneuvering, and NVA is definitely strict. They want to make sure that we out there and we know exactly what we're doing. I know my previous industry was hospitality. I had worked for Ruby Tuesday for about 2 years, something along them lines. And as I was pretty much, advancing that career, the whole world shut down. So I'm 33. Oh, you could. I mean, you have options. Once you have and that's another thing that my career coach helped me with. Let me know, and they also have a CDL specialist. They have a CDL specialist. They have a health industry specialist. They have IT specialists. Like they have all that. I don't know how people fit in this building, but they have everything you need. If you have any questions and you want to figure out what's best for you, they're here. So I initially wanted to do IT, but I was speaking to her about the process and this and that, and she told me pretty much like, the CDL would be best for me. So when you get a CDL A, I didn't know you could drive a CDL B. You could drive a CDOB. You could drive. You're at the top of the food chain, so you pretty much have a choice what you want to drive after that. So you might want to drive. I don't know, you might want to drive a box truck that takes air, that has air brakes, and you have options. So this information wasn't presented to you conveniently by somebody walking across the street. This information had to be searched for, but again, they searched for it and gave it to me. So there's things I didn't know. So I went for my CDOA, and I figured that while I get that, I might as well go get my tanker endorsement, and I might as well go get my triples and doubles while I'm at it. I felt invincible then. I just said, man, I might as well get everything now. Thank you.
Now you know why I love workforce development. It's what it's all about. Anything else? Any other questions for me or others, or are we good?
It seems to be a large part of employers are having trouble getting employees to sign on. What is the county doing to help on that end?
So I mean that's the marketplace, and that's how it's always worked. And so I mean that's why I said it's a great time to sell a house. It's a great time to be a job applicant. And like Keanu said, he's getting a lot of emails, and that's a good thing. I mean, through economic development, and I mentioned this roundtable with hospitality, it's bringing people together to share what their ideas are and what their strategies are. And our team here talks, of course, with our partners that are employers and share the information. I mean, it's a competitive world out there to get the good people. And I'm pleased that means that folks at the bottom end of the wage scale, in particular, are going to have income that they need to be able to support their lives. Last week we talked about eviction prevention, knowing that keeping people in their apartment now is just step one. They've got to have the income to be able to pay the rent in Anne Arundel County or the mortgage, and so I think there's a correction going on, and it's going to be tough on some businesses, but I'm glad to see that they're responding.
What do you think of the cause for the hesitancy of people coming back to work?
Well, I think part of it has been that kids have been at home. And I think we know that a lot of parents stayed home with kids because they were at home during school, and then now it's summer, and so that's why I started out by saying kids are going to be back in school. So that's going to free some folks up. There's some people who are concerned. I mean, this is what we hear. There are people who are concerned about the pandemic, about getting infected, and are nervous about being in a workplace. And then I think a lot of people have thought, okay, they got that little pause, and now it's time to rethink their career path, and that's why this is so important. Yeah. Well, and I think everybody in our whole community has recognized that the people at the bottom end of the wage scale were hit the hardest by the pandemic economy. There's data to show that. And so we looked for programs and ways to fill the gaps. And so one of them was through workforce development, we did our humanitarian relief fund where we were giving out $500 gift cards to a lot of people. And I'm told that there were people who got those gift cards. These are people who had lost income during the pandemic. And I was out there as well. Cars lined up. It was very organized. I knew exactly who the people were and qualified. It was an unusual program. I don't think many local governments were giving out $500 gift cards. We did a survey with Salisbury University about what people use that money for. And food was at the top. And, as you can imagine, and then there was everything from transportation to car repairs and all sorts of things. So that's an example. I know that with our American Rescue Plan funds that Kirk has come to us with a proposal that we're going to look at for how to help subsidize people as they go into some of these job training programs as they switch careers. So it's about having your ear to the ground and hearing from both the employers and the job applicants about what the needs are and filling those gaps. So we're doing that.
You said in the last 30 days about 20,000 jobs listed and about 17,000 people unemployed. Can you speak a little bit more about the unemployment rate here in Anne Arundel County? Because I think over the last few months it's been below where the state was at as a whole.
Yeah. I mean, we are just over 5%. So we're getting close to where we were before the pandemic. And I watched the new filings for unemployment. They don't give us, for some reason, our county's data on how many people are right now on unemployment insurance. That's done by the state. But they did give us data each week on how many new filings there were for unemployment insurance. And at the beginning of the pandemic, Anne Arundel County was about 10% of the state total, which is about our population. We're about 10% of the state population. It dropped after about 3 months, and we're all trying to figure out why. But it's a good sign. We were more resilient. So we were hovering around 6% of the state total in new unemployment filings. So our economy, you know, we have some really good drivers of our economy with Fort Meade, some of the NSA federal workers, but we also have a hospitality industry that was hit really hard, and so we're like everybody else.
Where do you want to see that level come to? Where was it pre-pandemic?
It was, I'm not sure, it was right around 5, was it?
About 3%.
It was down to 3, okay.
Down 3%.
Okay, okay. I mean, I want everybody who's able to work to have an opportunity to work. You know. Why don't I let the expert answer that one? Where do these numbers come from?
Yeah, so what we do is we monitor job openings. We use a system called Burning Glass, which pulls all of the job openings from different job boards. So the majority of the job openings of that 20,000, the majority of those, over 61% of those, are paying more than $35,000 a year. The top industries that those job openings are in healthcare and IT, as you can imagine. For here, as Brian mentioned, with Baltimore, Washington Medical and the job openings they have here, plus Anne Arundel Medical. So it's a great opportunity for healthcare. Of course, we have large employers in this area that pay good wages. You know, Maryland Live, you know, all the jobs that support the airport here. So we are an economic driver here. So we will, you know, that's one of the reasons why I think we will recover before the rest of the state. We will be, Anne Arundel County will be leading the state's recovery in getting people back to work and getting these jobs filled.
Something that I've heard from job seekers is this is likely the first time in their life that they found themselves unemployed or
Yes.
underemployed, and they go into these interviews and sometimes they're told that they're overqualified or maybe they're a little bit later in their career and they can't find the right fit. What kind of advice do you have for people who are finding themselves, you know, maybe 15, 20 years into their career, now trying to pivot or find a new spot?
Right. No, that you're 100% true. I mean, there are a lot of people who face that difficulty. So, you know, my message to them is come in, work with our skilled career coaches. They're the ones that will help them to be able to highlight their skills and be able to make that match. As our job seekers spoke today, you know, they really look at what your passion, what your interests are, where your career goals are, and be able to do that. I mean, you know, we're lucky here in Anne Arundel County that, you know, not only do we have jobs that people who are starting their career, but there are opportunities for people to advance and people who are looking to transition their careers. Well, what our staff does is work with them, be able to do aptitude and ability to make sure that they're interested in this, and be able to help them, show them how they transition. And then, you know, again, if they need that certification or that credential to go into that, we can do that. You know, about a month ago, the Capitol did an article about some county residents that were unemployed. And they were talking about a lady who was looking for a job, and all she needed was her project management certification, which they had told her to come to AWDC or come up here to the Career Center. We could pay for that, get them that PMP certification, which will get them those jobs. So a lot of those individuals that are more advanced in their career, have a lot of work experience. Sometimes it's just about getting that credential. And that's what we could do, partner with Anne Arundel Community College and other training providers to provide that, to give people those credentials at no cost to them. Thanks, everybody.